I just know when it come down, Manny can fight anybody.
Yeah.
Manny can fight anybody, and he do well. After me, he's a guy that make the adjustment. The only thing can eventually get in about his age.
Welcome back to the heart of boxing, where legends never retire, they reload. And guess who's gearing up again? That's right, Evander Holyfield just dropped a truth bomb aimed right at the skeptics. Manny can take on anyone. Those are his exact words, straight from the real deal himself. Winking, sad smile.
I like Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a good fighter. Now, he's my favorite. I like Pacquiao because the fact of the matter, humble.
He may have silver in his hair, but Manny Pacquiao still punches like your Wi-Fi during a thunderstorm, unpredictable and lethal.
He like that rabbit that you turned up. He always punches. He always punches, and he's good. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if he would have did that commercial, he's that guy that you wind him up and he come out fight. I mean, he love,
No hesitation, no sugarcoating, just raw, unfiltered admiration for the Filipino phenom who refuses to age like the rest of us. Holyfield didn't just murmur his respect. He declared it loud and clear. He believes Pacquiao's fists still have GPS. They find you, hurt you, and remind everyone why he's a legend. Winking, sad smile.
He do well. After me, he's a guy that make the adjustment. The only thing can eventually get in about his age.
According to Holyfield, the only thing that could ever beat Manny is time itself. But here's the twist. Time may slow him down, but it hasn't caught him yet. If Manny steps into the ring again, Holyfield insists is still a nightmare opponent for anyone. And honestly, he might be right. He said, he's a guy who makes the right decisions. The only thing that can eventually stop him is age. They say time slows everyone, but Manny seems to have missed that memo while throwing hundreds of punches around.
He do well. After me, he's a guy that make the adjustment. The only thing can eventually get in about his age.
They say time slows everyone down, but Manny Pacquiao.
Holyfield wasn't just impressed. He was practically giddy, calling Manny one of his all-time favorites. And it wasn't just about his hands. It was about the whole package, the skill, the humility, and that rare warrior spirit boxing seems to have lost.
He's that guy that you wind him up and he come out fight. I mean, he love to fight. I mean, he really fight, and that's what people really like.
Do you think he should keep fighting, Evander?
Who?
Manny?
Well, everybody got to stop. Don't you gonna get embarrassed?
Yeah.
At some point in time, you're gonna get embarrassed. You stay there too long.
When the conversation turned to Manny's fight with Floyd Mayweather, Holyfield fired back at the critics. Outclassed. Please, nobody throws like Manny. He compared Pacquiao to an unstoppable wind-up toy, always moving forward, never stopping. Holyfield marveled at his relentless pace, a non-stop storm of punches and pressure that turned every fight into a highlight reel. To him, Pacquiao didn't just box, he electrified the sport.
Mayweather. I'm waiting for Mayweather. I'm telling you, have you ever seen somebody throw more punches than Pacquiao? So how could you see that fight? If anybody would count the punches, I said, them numbers don't add up right. The numbers don't add up.
Now, with whispers suggesting Manny should finally hang up the gloves, Holyfield isn't having it. Why should anyone stop him? He challenged. Let him decide when it's time. In other words, don't count him out. Pacquiao retires when Pacquiao says so. Most 45-year-olds pull a muscle tying their shoes, but Manny is sparring 8 rounds before breakfast.
They said, guy got good defense, good. All right, but don't say he throw more punches. Cause Pacquiao's the most business fighter in the world. He like that rabbit that you turned up. He always punches. He always punches, and he's good.
While Holyfield spoke like a warrior who's danced with Father Time, Sean Gibbons came in with the insider's view, and it's clear the legend isn't slowing down anytime soon.
Pacquiao. Nobody works harder than Manny Pacquiao. So, the first week, the jet lag, all that kicking him. But as he goes here, I kind of explained to Manuel Stewart.
Gibbons, president of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, couldn't hide his grin while praising the Filipino icon. Nobody works harder than the champ, he said, his confidence unshakable from seeing Manny in action. Even at 45, Manny trains like he's got a title fight next week. Turns out, This comeback wasn't some spur-of-the-moment idea. It's been cooking since his presidential bid ended.
Fights like a Mexican. He's in your face, he's right there, and he don't shy away.
Those exhibition bouts in Japan and Korea? Just appetizers. When Mario Barrios grabbed that title, Team Pacquiao saw the perfect opportunity. Mario's style is tailor-made. He comes forward, and that means Manny can hit him. Gibbons smiled. As camp ramped up, the old-school Manny emerged.
People don't understand. I see all these people tweeting, he needs money, he needs this, he needs that. It's not the money. Did you see the smile? Did you see the excitement? This is like he said, this is my passion. This is what I do. He's enjoying it. It's just...
He was training so intensely that the team had to literally tell him to slow down. At his age, rest is crucial, Gibbons noted, echoing advice from the later Manuel steward. But don't get it twisted. Manny isn't showing up for photo ops. His sparring, running miles, sweating buckets, and yes, those abs, still chisel like marble. He's still Manny Pacquiao, Gibbons said proudly. But now, the real opponent isn't Barrios, it's Father Time. And Manny isn't backing down.
Do it at the highest level. Why not do it? If it's football, baseball, basketball, rugby, and Manny believes he can still do it at that level, he's having fun with it. So, I just let all the people out there know, don't worry about me.
Chris Algieri broke it down like a battle story. The chaos, the speed, and the surreal experience of preparing to face a living legend. My rise was so fast, it felt exponential, he said, still catching his breath at the memory. One moment he was fighting local heroes. The next, he was under the bright lights, dodging Pacquiao bombs halfway around the globe. Winking sad smiley and
my trajectory was so fast. It was exponential how quickly I got from, literally fighting in my hometown to fighting Manny Pacquiao in Macau. It was such a blur at the time. I was just so focused. I think a couple days ago you said that I was like the nerd.
It all unfolded so quickly it felt straight out of a movie montage. But Algieri didn't flinch. He locked in. I was like the nerd in school and the nerd in the gym, he joked. But this wasn't bookworm energy. This was laser-focused discipline. Every calorie was accounted for, every sparring session executed with precision. I left no stone unturned, he said, and you believe him. Sleep, diet, training, everything calculated like he were cramming for a final exam, with Pacquiao as a teacher throwing left hooks.
Nerd in the gym too. I left no stone unturned. I trained so hard. I did everything right. I went to sleep early. All my food was perfect. My training was exceptional. I had all the good sparring partners. I left no stone unturned. And that was the way that I was able to deal with any kind of nerve.
So how did he handle the nerves? With preparation. Not the kind you copy, but the kind you bleed for. Algieri believed over-preparing was his secret weapon. Even if he couldn't guess what Pacquiao would do, he trusted his grind. I was ready for every fight, even when I didn't know exactly what to expect. That's the mindset of a pro stepping into a storm and standing tall.
Deal with any kind of nerves going into a fight. Homework. I did my homework, so I was prepared. I always knew I was prepared for every fight, even if I didn't know what I needed.
That was Pacquiao a decade ago. But even now, as he gears up for his clash with Mario Barrios, flashes of that same relentless warrior still shine through. Although clearly past his physical peak, recent training footage reveals he still has moments of his trademark speed, explosive combos, and sharp footwork, the kind that once tormented elite welterweights. His style remains unpredictable, darting in with sudden flurries, then slowing down deliberately, a quirk that has been both a strength and a vulnerability. Still, there are questions about whether his stamina can hold up in the later rounds after so much time out of the ring. Across the ring stands Mario Elastica Barrios, the current WBC welterweight champ, right in his prime. Standing 5 feet 10 inches with a 71-inch reach, Barrios holds clear physical advantages over Pacquiao. Barrios' boxing is fundamentally solid, built around a sharp jab, steady pressure, and smart defense. He's not flashy, but is reliable and increasingly effective. One of his habits, though is getting drawn into brawls when under pressure, which could play right into Pacquiao's aggressive bursts. However, Barrios has grown since his earlier losses, now fighting smarter, more poised, and with growing confidence. The fight is expected to open at a high pace, with Pacquiao pushing hard in the first few rounds to throw Barrios off rhythm and steal momentum. If he can consistently land his straight left, Barrios could find himself in deep waters. But as the rounds go on, Barrios' youth, fitness, and tactical discipline will likely come into play. He'll aim to survive the early storm, then take control with his jab, bodywork, and calculated combinations. From rounds 8 to 12, Pacquiao may start to fade, giving Barrios a chance to pile on points or even threaten a late stoppage. What's your take on this matchup? Will the legend rise again, or will the young king hold his throne? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic boxing stories.